Earlier on, you referred to what you described as our allies in NATO. Now, and you mentioned Britain, the UK. Now, of course, we have close connections with huge numbers of English people. That they are our neighbours. But you see, I just have to question this thinking, because at the moment, for instance, our so-called ally, as you described them, has introduced a law that is going to make it illegal for democratic councils in Britain to support the boycott, divestment and sanctions campaign against Israel over its ongoing systematic violation of Palestinian rights. The criminal siege of Gaza, the apartheid policies, the illegal annexation of Palestinian territory, administrative detention, you can go on through the list. And they now want to criminalise people from engaging in boycott, sanctions and divestment against Israel for those crimes. Shouldn't we raise our voice against that? And shouldn't we question the priorities and the, if you like, the ethics of their foreign policy, where they jump up and down about illegal occupations and violations, war crimes in Ukraine, but then support a state and actually try and criminalise people protesting against a state that's doing exactly the same thing to the Palestinians?
Perhaps not up to date in my reading of the British newspapers. And I think the reference to our gallant allies is actually a reference to Germany, Austria and Hungary, who are indeed our allies, but that was a very different context. In my view, all EU countries are our allies, as is the US, Canada and the UK. We share a common travel area with the United Kingdom. People can live, work, study, access housing, healthcare, social welfare in each other's countries as though we were citizens of both. I think that's really important for Irish and British citizens alike. We have enormously close trading relationships. Most of us have families in Britain, I think, so we've huge connections to Britain. We help each other out on security, but we don't always agree. We have disputes, we have disagreements. We had them over Brexit, we've had them over legacy, we'll have them over other things. And being an ally doesn't mean you just back each other up all the time. It means you tell each other the truth, often when the other person doesn't want to hear it. We have had to do that in our relationship with Britain on a number of occasions in recent years. And I know Deputy Boyd Barrett will be a very strong ally of Palestine. And I'm sure in his engagement with Palestinian groups, whether it's PLO or Hamas, he would raise issues such as the suppression of LGBT rights in Gaza and the West Bank, the lack of democracy, the treatment of women, corruption, all of those things. That doesn't make you any less an ally.